Must be another sound day. Last week we learnt about the sound k, k, k. And we learned that there wasn't just one letter that makes that sound, but there was two. It was the k, k, curly k, the letter C, and it was the k, 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 kicking k, the letter K. Today we're moving on to one of my favourite sounds, the letter E, 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 E. This sound is very exciting because when there's just one of them, the sound is short, E, E, E. When there is two of them, which you find in a lot of different words, it sounds E. And actually, we have somebody in our class that has that long sound at the start of their name. So they have the capital Evie. She has an E at the start of her name and at the end, Evie. It's a lot of E. Imagine if we didn't have the letter E, Evie. The letter E was missing. Your name would be Vi. That's all you would be called. And I much prefer your name is Evie. But we have lots of the others of you that have this letter E in your name. Not at the start, but either in the middle or at the end. I wonder if you can have a think. Run through some of the names of your friends and see if you can identify whose name has an E sound. Because it's actually in a lot of people's names. Let's have a look in our book and find out more about the letter E that makes the sound E. Or when there's a number of them together, E. Here we go. Oh, now this is very appropriate, isn't it? Last week we were learning about birds, so we spent some time investigating eggs. The boy goes to stay on a farm. He collects the eggs for breakfast. The farmer's wife cracks the eggs open on the side of the pan. Tap, 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 crack. And the boy says, eggs. This is a lovely picture, not only because of what you can see actually in the room, but I love a picture through a doorway and through a window. There's lots of things to explore. Before we do that, let's enjoy the song. Now, the action for the song is exactly what the lady did. She tapped the egg on the side of the pan and it gave an sound as she cracked it. And then at the end, you need to pull the egg apart. Normally, when you've done a little crack in the shell, you then put your fingers into the crack and then pull them apart. But you have to do it very gently because we know that eggs are fragile and we can quite easily go. One of you did that in your experiments last week. They had fun, great fun bouncing it around, and then they just went and broke it. So eggs are fragile. Hold them carefully in your hand. Are you ready for the song? Here we go. Have your egg ready? Eggs in the pan, eggs in the pan, eggs in the pan, crack the egg like this. Well done. Let's do that again. Are you ready? Oh, I've zipped along. Here we go. Ready? Have your egg. Have your pan. Eggs in the pan, eggs in the pan, eggs in the pan, crack the egg like this. Well done. That was fabulous. Good egg cracking. Did anyone squash their eggs by squeezing a bit too hard? I do hope not. We have gentle hands in Form 1, don't we? We can look after things that are fragile. So let's have a look at our E. This is the letter E. So as we said before, Evie has a capital E at the start of her name. And it does make more of an E sound. But normally that's only when you've got two of these together. Things like peak and, no, that's not right. Peak and, what else has two? Peep and sheep and tweet. That has two s in. But they're in a lot of the others of your names. I hope you're still thinking about the names of your friends in the class who have this letter in their name. These two letters look very different, don't they? The letter capital version is straight lines. And we usually do line down, cross, cross, cross. The lowercase letter, the letter we would use in the middle of our names or at the end, is a much smoother one. And it always reminds me of a snail shell. Shall we look at how we write it? We start in the middle and we spiral around. It's like creating a little circle, but then carrying on to give the tail at the bottom. Start in the middle and zoom around in a circle. Start in the middle, zoom around in a circle. Shall we get our magic pens ready? Rub them together. You can link all your fingers into a basket, then pop forward 1, pop forward 2. Are we ready? Sharpen. Are we ready? Time to do the letter the letter E. Are we ready? 1, 2, 3. Come along, up, 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 and around. Well done. Let's do another of those. They're quite small letters, aren't they? Did you notice we didn't use any big movements? We're going to do a small letter. Ready, steady, along, round, and down. Well done. It is like a little spiral of a snail shell that comes around and down in the little tail. Let's have a look at what we can see in the big picture. We know that the word egg has the e sound at the start. Egg. It also has two g-g-gs to make a long sounding g-g. Otherwise it'd be egg. That's not right. Egg. So we've got an at the start. And the lady here is cracking her eggs into a pan. Does pan have an in it? No. But something does up here. These are lemons. Lemons. So they have one. It's the second letter. So we'd say that was in the middle. We also have a kettle. Kettle. Again, in the middle. I'm going to zoom out and I'm going to zoom in again on the second page. And I want you to pause the video and tell me what you can see out the window. Whoa, floppy book. Ready? Are you ready to pause? I want you to pause the video and have a really good look. What can you see out of the window? What can you see out in the farmyard? Try and remember them. When we come back, you can see whether I spotted them too. Ready? Steady? Pause the video now. And back. Did you spot loads of things? The first thing I spotted was down here. The elephant. He has an sound at the start of his name. There's also a hen. Hen has the S sound in the middle. Over here. Is there anything that you could see over there? This is a shed. Shed. That has the S sound in the middle. Coming to the window. I can see up here in the sky there's a bee. Forgot that one when we were doing the long sound. E is two s, and he has them at the end of his name. Here, Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. Jack fell down and broke his crown, and Jill came tumbling after. This is a well. Well. Can you hear the sound? Well. It's in the middle. Meh. It's a sheep. Again, it's like the bee. It has the long sound. It has two s in it. 2 letter E's. Sheep. That's in the middle. Now this, what would this be? A goose? Now it's hard to hear the S sound in goose, but it is actually there. It's at the end of the word, but that is a tricky trickster. We've also got lots of flowers. Flower. Now that's a funny one again. That's because this letter with a letter makes an sound, and that's at the end of flowers. Gosh, there was a lot of things to spot there. That's amazing. You have done so well with the last two letters that we've been learning, because some of them, there hasn't been loads of things that might be around your house that have those sounds, but I have been so impressed. Well done to you. But I think you will find lots and lots of things with this sound in. Maybe you can try and hear whether it's a short sound, or it's a long sound, E, as you search for them. It would be lovely if you could find something with an at the start, something with an at the end, and maybe something with that sound in the middle. Now, I'm going to share with you some ideas of things that you can do with the letter E. Some of them are a bit different this week because I think sometimes we need to shake things up a bit. So I hope you enjoy all the activities that I've got in store for you. You have a lovely day today. Enjoy searching for sounds and send me your pictures of what you discover. Good luck!